We fully support the Scottish Government's See the Person, Not the Age campaign. We think it'll make a big difference to the way people look at Scotland's older people. A main focus of this campaign is we have a 30-year-old actress called Lesley who's going to be made up and dressed as somebody substantially older than that. And we're going to see what she thinks of the reaction she gets as opposed to the normal one she gets in the course of walking around the city.
I'm so used to stage makeup and stuff like that. I thought that I would just see stage makeup on my face, but it just looks so real. And so I'm really impressed with it, but at the same time quite kind of alarmed at being able to see what I'll look like in sort of 35 years, because I think that's that's probably quite accurate. I think it'll be really interesting to see how people respond to me looking like this, because I think they'll just automatically assume that I'm an older person. I don't think they'll question it.
A lot of people are unaware of the way they treat older people, and this is just to highlight several ways in which you subconsciously treat older people, and to make you think again about perhaps changing that and looking at them in a different light.
It gave me a real insight into what life might be like for me in like 35 years. It made me kind of more aware of how impatient and hurried I am in my own life. The most striking thing about it was how it made me feel walking around like that. I was very aware of being an obstacle, I think. On the escalator, I had two very big bags, and I had to fight my impulse to dart up. I did feel more vulnerable, and I think it was partly to do with what I was wearing and how my physicality had changed and things. When I was stood still, that's when people really noticed me, and you notice how nobody's very still in a city centre these days.
It's time, as Scotland's population, along with the rest of the world's ages, that people started having a different outlook and a different approach to the country's older people. After all, there are more people over 65 around in Scotland now than there are under 16s. So the whole demographic is going to change over the next few years, and it's important that our attitudes change with that.